What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, we have some news today. There has been the formal announcement of the next dev stream. And we're going to talk about what we know will be discussed on this upcoming dev stream, which will be on Friday, this upcoming Friday. And, we actually have a picture of the Incarnon dagger, potentially. Also, there's not going to be many other dev streams this year. Because they've already canceled a couple, and then this is the last dev stream until TennoCon in July. So we're going to go over that stuff. But before we get into it, make sure you're subbed and all that stuff. YouTuber, jargon, blah, 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 jargon, blah, 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 jargon, like, but also subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we have the announcement for the next dev stream. It's going to be on May 27th at 2 p.m. And as you can see in this picture right here, Equinox Deluxe is holding the new Incarnon dagger. So let's just start making predictions right now. I'm predicting the new Incarnon dagger will be coming out in this new update next week. So dev stream on Friday, new update next week is my guess. Now, of course, we'll know for sure on Friday. It might be like 2 weeks or something like that. But yeah, and in that update, let's just first talk about what they're going to do here, and then we'll talk about what we know will be in the update from what they discussed. Our May dev stream is happening soon, this week in fact. We will be going over our upcoming Angels of Zariman follow-up update, Echoes of the Zariman. It is not called Echoes of the Zariman. That is the laziest update title ever. We had Echoes of War earlier this year, Echoes of Umbra. I think that update got canceled. I'm definitely forgetting about some Echoes in there. This has got to be like the third or fourth update called Echoes of whatever. Are you really that creatively bankrupt on update titles? You're calling it Echoes of X again when we literally had an Echoes of X update like 2 months ago? Okay, well, besides the fact that they just don't even care about naming updates anymore, apparently, I'd rather them just call it Angels of Zariman 1.1. Like, seriously. Join us as we go into what's coming and when. We will cover much of what went into making Angels of Zariman and discussing what to expect next. Then, something big is coming. TennoCon has been announced, and this is our last dev stream until TennoCon 2022. See you on July 17th for our 7th TennoCon. We will give a small preview of how you can best prepare for TennoCon. And the Twitch drop will be a Veiled Riven Cipher. If you don't know what that is, that's those things that basically auto-unlock Riven mods for you, if you have a Veiled one. Okay, so the new update's going to be called Echoes of Zariman. I can't get over how stupid that name is, honestly. Like, I'm not even gonna hold my punches. That is a stupid, lazy name. When we had the last mini update called Echoes of War. But I'll just get over that and just, like, I'll try to get over that at least. What we do know that we talk about on this dev stream. Additional Void Sling changes, giving us directional Void Sling, so we can Void Dash, basically, like before. Pretty much just making it exactly like Void Dash. And it makes you just think, why'd they even change Void Dash in the first place? If they were easily going to cave on it like this after we victoriously conquered them with, our community opinions and viewpoints, and the fact that we pay their bills, it just makes you think, why are they changing it back? But we do know, like I showed that picture, there is going to be an Incarnon dagger showcased, potentially. We'll see. Maybe they'll show the Incarnon modes or something. We also know there's supposed to be an Incarnon shotgun they're going to talk about. So, yeah, those are the main two things. We also know there's an secondary amp arcane for the operator, like a second amp slot, so you can run like Virtuous Shadow, Virtuous Strike for crit chance, crit damage. Maybe you could run Virtuous Trojan and then like Virtuous Forge for viral heat on your amp, or whatever. So we know that's happening. So they said like, how to prepare for TennoCon 2022. It's quite likely that they're going to show Cora Prime, the Warframe, and potentially some raid return type of thing at TennoCon this year. Also, they could be showing crossplay and cross-save. That's my prediction for this year's TennoCon, is crossplay, cross-save, like release date, maybe even release day of. Oh, that sounds like it'd be really buggy, but maybe. And then potentially some type of raid trial experience that is going to be released sometime during the year. So, yeah. But here's another thing as well, is that we have really not gotten many dev streams this year. I believe there's been 1 or 2 of them canceled. I know for sure that at least one of them was canceled, and we're 5 months in, and They delayed one of them and made that like, so there was no February dev stream. They made that February dev stream the March dev stream. It was a big mess. And yeah, it's like these things used to be bi-weekly and now they're like once every 2 months, it feels like. It's like they don't even want to talk to the community or something like that. Like those guys that sit on the couch, they're just like, nah. Yeah, I got more important things to do. Maybe you do have more important things to do in your head, but talking to the community that plays your game and is the reason you keep doing this is also very important if you ask me. So I think that these guys at DE should be prioritizing these dev streams happening every month a lot more than they currently are. It's not a really good look, at least in my opinion, as a long-term player. I've noticed their viewpoint of the community going down and down and down every year, maybe even every month. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's basically the general gist of the video, guys. We'll be getting the dev stream on Friday, and they'll be talking about the Incarnon dagger, as we just clearly saw there. So yeah, get melee if you're playing the game right now. Get some melee ribbons stacked up, because I bet those Incarnon dagger ribbons will be extremely expensive. As daggers, unlike the Praetos, like we talk about, like, oh, the Praetos is disappointing. Like, it's still like basically a Cronin Prime. But one of the reasons the Praetos felt pretty underwhelming is because Tonfas have bad follow through. And it gave more range. We have a video on the Praetos if you want to watch it, where I basically went over my opinion on it. But here's the big thing. Unlike some Tonfas, where like an increase in range is marginal usefulness, let's look at a dagger real quick. So I've got let's just do the Sheev, I guess. I'll go to the Karst Prime. So the Karst Prime is a dagger, 0.9 follow through. So if you're hitting multiple enemies with a dagger, they're going to basically all take full damage. So already off the bat, we're having potentially a better weapon in the Incarnon dagger versus the Praetos. And the Praetos is still a good weapon. So it just, compared to like the Latum and the Fenmore, the Incarnon mode felt kind of underwhelming comparatively. So I have a feeling that whatever this dagger ends up doing, even if it is more range, that will be good, because like we said, seeing right here, the follow through stat is very important when you're using a melee weapon for like basically killing multiple enemies at a time. The shotgun, no idea what that's going to be. It's honestly complete guesswork. I hope it starts out single target, then turns AoE. That would be kind of cool. Maybe where it's like Corinth or normal Corinth shots, and then when it's in Incarnon mode, it's Corinth grenade launcher shots in every fire. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. I wish they'd focus more on that kind of thing and not on Dormazone, because at this point, I have every single Captura scene from Zariman unlocked and all the Void Shell skins. So the only thing there is for me to buy is like duplicate arcanes and then Dormazone decorations, which I have no interest in the Dormazone at all. So yeah, if we didn't have daily rep caps, I would have been done with this in like 2 days probably. So yeah, exciting dev stream. Expect me to be live streaming it on Twitch while it's going, and we'll do some live reactions. And of course, I'll have dev stream updates on this channel as well. So I do appreciate all the support, guys. I'm going to go live right now and stream some of the Destiny 2 new season. So we'll see how that goes. I heard they buffed Solar Hunters a bunch and nerfed Warlocks. I do love when Warlocks are crying. So yeah, let's go give that a shot. Take it easy, guys. Peace.